हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम टू द चैनल। दिस इज पलक शर्मा और आज हमारी वीडियो होने वाली है गिटहब कैंपस एक्सपर्ट के रिगार्डिंग। और आज हमारे साथ है प्रियांशी राय, जो कि खुद एक गिटहब कैंपस एक्सपर्ट है। सो हाय प्रियांशी, सो प्लीज काइंडली इंट्रोड्यूस योरसेल्फ।
Okay. Hi, Palak. So my name is Priyanshi Rai, and I'm a final year student. I'm a GitHub Campus Expert, and my application gets selected in 2022. And hopefully, with Palak's application, we both are GCs. And I am also a GDSC lead this time of my college. I am a product manager intern in a company known as Wisdom. It's a startup, and I have a huge passion of designing. So yeah, I do UI designing as a freelance and all.
What is your college name?
So my college name is Faculty of Engineering and Technology, University of Lucknow.
सो राइट, पॉडकास्ट से लोग इंस्पायर होंगे कि कॉलेज का टीयर मैटर नहीं करता, आप कहीं तक भी पहुंच सकते हो, राइट?
Exactly. College should be supportive. My college supports me a lot in this way. They never restrict me to go here and there. The teachers are supportive that okay, just go. But do not miss the midsems.
राइट, एग्जाम्स आर इम्पोर्टेंट। ऑब्वियसली
Yes.
एग्जाम्स आर इम्पोर्टेंट, बट उसके अलावा कुछ कॉलेजेस में जैसे अटेंडेंस वगैरह का इशू रहता है, तो वो ना हो कॉलेज में तो वो बेटर है।
Like we also have attendance issues and all, but you have to manage it somehow.
राइट, आज हम आपसे जानने वाले हैं जीसीई के बारे में। तो सबसे पहले आप बताओ कि जीसीई होता क्या है?
Okay, so GC is actually GitHub Campus Experts. So अगर हम बहुत ही सिंपल भाषा में बोलें तो these are the students जो बहुत ज़्यादा passionate होते हैं towards their communities, who want to bring some change, who want to evolve their community, their local community, and give some resources and platform to the students in them. So there's a myth that people usually have that we are the ambassadors of GitHub and we promote GitHub and everything, but things are not like that. It's just a community thing that GitHub is supporting students. Basically, the GitHub education is supporting the students to enhance their communities, to bring platforms and resources to them. And of course, the most important thing is networking. So that's how we can summarize GitHub Campus Experts.
अब आप हमें बताइए कि जीसीई की एप्लीकेशन का प्रोसेस कैसा रहता है?
ओके सो सी गिटहब कैंपस एक्सपर्ट्स के हमारे दो कोहोर्ट्स होते हैं पर ईयर में। एक हमारा फेब में शुरू होता है एंड हमारा सेकंड अगस्त में शुरू होता है। सो द एप्लीकेशंस गेट ओपन एंड लाइक अभी हमारे एप्लीकेशंस क्लोज हो चुके हैं और नेक्स्ट एप्लीकेशंस हमारे अगस्त में स्टार्ट होंगे। सो दिस इज अ वेरी सिंपल प्रोसेस। आपको फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू शुड बी एनरोल योरसेल्फ इन स्टूडेंट डेवलपर पैक ऑफ द गिटहब. So SDP, Student Developer Pack, is a pack that gives you a lot of tools and applications to use for students. So there are a lot of things that we cannot have because of some premium features and we cannot pay for it since we are students. बट गिटहब एजुकेशन जो हमें एक बैग प्रोवाइड करता है एसडीपी, उसमें ये सारे फीचर्स हमारे लिए अवेलेबल होते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल द फीचर दैट हेल्प्स मी अ लॉट वाज अ फ्रंट एंड मास्टर दैट हेल्प्स मी टू एक्चुअली अपस्किल माय front end skills. Then there is Visual Studio. The pro version is also available there. There are a lot of courses over there, like to understand JavaScript and all. So one should explore it. So if you have student developer pack, so you have the access to fill the GitHub Campus Expert ka application. So this application contains few questions. So when you and I, like when we submitted the our application, तो तब questions different थे and अब के cohort में questions different हो गए. So basically they ask about you, your community, your struggles, what struggles you have faced, and how you have overcome these struggles with your local resources. How your community is growing, what are your future expectations, yeah, what how you are thinking to grow your community. So these kind of some common questions GitHub ask. They do not ask you that how many achievements you have. They do not ask you that are you a G soccer, are you do you have a LFX mentorship or not. No, they don't ask these kind of questions. People usually think that we should be very good in open source and then only then we can be a GitHub campus expert, but it's actually not like that, especially not in my case. So I am the example for it. So it's all about the passion to bring some change in your community, and then tada, you will be a campus expert. So this is our first process. Once you fill the application, then if you got selected, so then you will get a mail in a month कि you are in, and otherwise you will get a feedback. The best part about it कि they give you feedback कि आपका application में यहाँ ये problem है. If you improve it, try next time. So this is a very good thing that I actually experience it. And then the second round is the video application round, where you got some 4 to 5 questions, and उसके ऊपर आपको 3 minutes में, like 2 to 3 minutes में, you have to record a video and cover all the parts in it. So that's not a very difficult round. The application writing process is something that take a lot of time and efforts. So if you clear the second round, then you cross 2 stages of being a campus expert. And then comes the third round. So if I tell you by my experience, so I filled the form in August, and I got the video application mail in October, and November में I was in. Okay, so I am a campus expert.
ओके, तो अगर किसी ने जैसे गिटहब कैंपस जो एप्लीकेशन है वो क्लियर कर ली, तो वो हम उसको गिटहब कैंपस एक्सपर्ट कंसिडर कर सकते हैं या आगे कुछ और प्रोसेस होता है उसका? एक बार आपकी
Yes.
एप्लीकेशन सेलेक्ट होने के बाद क्या होता है?
Okay, so once your application is selected, once your video application is also got selected, in November we had a whole batch call. जो हमारे cohorts में जितने सारे लोग थे, from Africa, Egypt, like from everywhere. We were 44 in number, 3 to 5 from India and other from like other countries. We interacted over a call. We get to know each other, and that was a really fun call. And then our training started. So there's a 1 month training which contains 7 modules. So these 7 modules are designed in a way that they train a student to become a good community leader. They actually train them how to build a workshop, how to structure your resources that you are providing to the students. And the best part is the GitHub team itself teach you all these things. They have their separate videos. They actually tell you the mission and vision, how to write the mission and vision of your community. Because the thing is that people started a community, but they forgot the root of their, like why they actually begin it. एक दो साल बाद जो है, when you start to pass on the things, सो इट्स नॉट नेसेसरी कि जो आपने जिस पिलर पे आपने अपनी कम्युनिटी को स्टैंड करा है, क्या वही पिलर अगले आने वाले लीड्स भी उसी को फॉलो करेंगे? हैविंग सम एडवांसमेंट इज ओके, बट कंप्लीटली चेंजिंग द रूट्स ऑलवेज लाइक क्रिएट क्लैशेस इन द कम्युनिटी.
जैसे आपकी कम्युनिटी में कोई और आगे के लिए सक्सेसर्स जो आते हैं.
Yes, exactly. So this module help us to write down how a mission and vision is formed, how your events are, like they always told you ki whenever you start an event, whenever you organize an event, there should be some why am I doing this? Is it just for us, or is it actually going to help community? So there are some questions: why, what, and how am I going to do this? So they help us to answer these kind of questions. So this 1 month training, actually you got to reflect yourself and helps a lot. So you saw the video, you write the answers, you submit the whole training 7 modules. Then the GitHub team will check them. They will help you. Okay, यहाँ पे you need some modifications. Do the changes. They will again review it. So there is a 3-4 times of iterations over your modules. And then once it is finalized, once your PR is merged, then you will become a GitHub Campus Expert.
रिव्यू में कितना टाइम लग जाता है?
It depends on your answers. So basically आप 2 months मान सकते हैं if you submitted the module very start में. So this is a queue process. They follow a queue. Like the so if you started very early, हाँ, so you are in the first rank. ठीक है, आपका मॉड्यूल पहले रिव्यू होगा. अगर आपका मॉड्यूल रिव्यू हो गया एंड उसमें एक आइटरेशन उन्होंने बोला है, so like अब जब सारे आइटरेशंस हो जाएंगे, then they will come up again to check yours. So this is something they follow, something similar to it. So if it's only required 1 iteration, so I guess 2 months is maximum, and you will be in. You will get a onboarding call directly from the community manager, Juan Pa.
ओके, परफेक्ट. प्रांशी, एप्लीकेशन का प्रोसेस तो हमें समझ में आ गया. अब आप हमें ये बताइए कि आपकी लाइफ में जीसी की वजह से क्या चेंजेस हुए हैं, लाइक बिफोर एंड आफ्टर एक्सपीरियंस आपका क्या था जीसी के?
Okay, so the most important thing is that I was never so much into community and all, so much into that I never know that how this outside world look like. We are working for our college. We are working to build our community culture. And we usually think that no, it is not a community, it's a club culture. Basically, to be very like straightforward, कि ठीक है हमारा एक college है, उसमें actually every student work in the same way. We all live in a well with some frogs around us कि ठीक है यही हमारा एक पूरा एरिया है. So I started my first year to build a coding club with my seniors, and then we started working over it. And then one day my senior asked me that why don't you apply for GitHub Campus Expert? And I was like, I'm not sure what exactly this program is all about because Lucknow don't have any GC at that time.
Right.
And like near regions maybe, and since a lot of lack of awareness, you can say, we never know that these kind of hackathons, programs, and mentorship programs exist for us. So that's how I guess all the third tier students can relate to me. कि how these things actually hurt us कि हम बहुत late पता चला. So I just filled the application, and my senior told me that this is a very, like, 1% selection rate, like less than 1% selection rate. And I was like, I don't know that I will never get selected because it's my first time, and how will they select me? And he just encourages me to write the application first.
Yes, at least apply.
Yeah, at least apply. That's how we all begin our journey. So I just sit down, and it took me 2 to 3 days just to understand that what these questions are all about. And then I sat for lagatar, like for continuous 4 hours and write the application. And when I was writing the application, I was actually putting my heart into the application, that how things change in our college, how we are struggling. And during my time, I don't even have a GDSC in my college.
Hmm. You
So
are
we
the
are,
first lead, I
yes,
think.
yes, I'm the lead. I bring the GDSC in my college. So we
Yes.
are solely our club. So the struggles, we have our struggles. We have our stories. We have how we overcome those struggles. So I just write down. And I always say this to the other GC applicants also, that never show your achievements like in a way that we this, that. Usually students write the application in this way. But what I have seen, that people never wants to know that what you have done for yourself, what you have done for your community is what they want to know. How your community together grows and how you lead it. So I just write it down, and the, like, the luck also factor, and hopefully I got my mail, and I was so happy. So before GC, there was, as I told you, lack of awareness, no networking. We don't even know how to approach people over LinkedIn, and uh, we are trying to build something, but not in a right track or not in a right way. After came into this program of GC, things change massively, a lot. And the most important thing I always say, ki, the existing GCs helps you a lot. This whole GC family, like they are the people who help you a lot to grow. Because whenever a new GCs enter into this space, there's a lot of things you have to understand, how the process works, how you get the sponsorship, how things actually, whom to support and whom to not, the most important thing. So in this way, like the existing GCs helps me a lot. So as GC like Ayush, he helped me a lot to understand. My colleagues like you, and we actually struggled together to write the modules and all. And
Right.
Amina was there who helped us. Ki, okay, this is the thing. Faika was with us. So we together understand the process. And then my first hackathon where I was invited was Hack Heaven in ABES. I was so unsure about it, that should I go or not? Like, how can someone invite me? I have a lot of self doubt at that particular time. But this whole process let me go through a stream of changes to how to overcome your insecurities, how to be better version of yourself. So that's the whole process is. And the most important thing that I always say is, and the thing that makes me a lot of happy is, I was the only person in my college who filled the GC application, and now I guess more than 50 students fill GC application this time.
Yeah. So
So
awareness
that's
has.
the thing. Now
Right.
they are aware that this is something we have. Now they actually participate in the hackathons outside Lucknow. So that's an impact a single GC or any single person who is into community, either a GC or not, brings to the community. Like this is how the things change.
प्रियांशी, आपका एक्सपीरियंस तो आफ्टर जीसीई बहुत ही अच्छा चल रहा है। अब आप मेरे को एक चीज़ बताओ, जैसे अगर कोई नया-नया जीसीई बनता है, तो वो कैसे स्पॉन्सरशिप ले सकता है? जो गिटहब एजुकेशन है, वो आपकी कैसे हेल्प करती है इन सारी चीज़ों में, कम्युनिटी को बिल्ड करने के लिए?
Okay, so the perks you can say we get by becoming a GC. That's like a lot of question that I usually get, that why people hype up a lot by people like, oh, they are GCs, why this thing up happens. So what I believe is, what I have seen is GitHub Education supports their GCs a lot in many ways. See, if you are a GC and you are going somewhere to mentor them, to organize any event in any other of the city, so they help you to make sure that your travel and your stay be very comfortable. They help us in that way. They support us in swags by giving us the GitHub swags, and that actually students loves a lot. Like the Mona, the Octacat that we have, students
Right.
adore them a lot. So they support us in swag way. And if we want to organize an event, or if any other person want to organize an event and they want some support from GitHub. So directly reaching out to education for this sponsorship is not that simple for a normal student like me, or
Right.
for us, like who is like who second, third year students. Even if they mail GitHub education that we want this kind of support, so I don't think so they will get to them revert back that, dude, we are GitHub. Like, what are you asking us for? That's why
Right.
they have campus experts, so the organizers of the event can approach us, can tell us that this is our agenda, this is what we are thinking of. And if it's actually benefiting a lot of people, and if it's actually inclusive, not just about one college, if it's about bringing a change, if it can impact a lot of people, then we support them. We come into their team. We actually help them that how to make it big, how to make it diverse, how to make things inclusive, and how to follow the code of conduct. And if all the things went well, then we ask GitHub for the sponsorship, for the amount they can help that event to become successful. So there are also many criteria to use that sponsorship. Like, it's not about giving a paycheck to the students that, okay, 25,000 rupees you have earned, so this is from GitHub account. No, that's not how GitHub is. GitHub sponsorship is all about making the experience of the students better, providing them proper area, the logistics, the operational things, whatever involved in this, GitHub supports in that. If the students are working very hard, so the water bottles, the juice, the refreshment that you are giving will be supported by GitHub. The other like the other equipments that you have, like the extensions, the power banks, everything that you want can be supported by GitHub. So these are the things that we can support that make experience better.
सो लाइक
Not to
अगर है कम्युनिटी के लिए, तो वो आपको रीच आउट कर सकता है गिटहब कैंपस एक्सपर्ट को अपने स्पॉन्सरशिप के लिए, राइट?
Yes, 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 of course, of course. And if that event is actually making a huge impact, then we definitely, like, we usually support people.
तो मैं आप लोगों को प्रियांशी की लिंक्डइन आईडी का लिंक नीचे डिस्क्रिप्शन में दे दूंगी, आप जाकर के प्रियांशी को कांटेक्ट कर सकते हो अगर आपको कभी भी स्पॉन्सरशिप चाहिए कम्युनिटी के लिए, इफ यू हैव अ गुड इम्पैक्ट फ्रॉम द इवेंट, राइट?
Yes, yes, yes. We would love to.
तो अभी आप बताओ, अगर अभी जिन लोगों को एप्लीकेशन प्रोसेस भरना है उनके लिए कुछ टिप्स एंड ट्रिक्स।
Sure. So, application will be open in August, as I said earlier. If you have not enrolled yourself in Student Developer Pack, so Palak will like put the link in the description box, and do apply yourself in this to have a Student Developer Pack with yourself. You just need your ID card of your college, respective college, and that's it. In case you find any problem, so of course you can directly connect with us, or you can mail the support team of GitHub. They definitely solve the issues. Like, they actually take this student developer back very seriously because they help the student directly. So these kind of things they usually respond very quickly. So once you are enrolled in it, then whenever the applications are open, you can apply to it. Now the question is ki how, what are the tips and tricks, and many things that people think is that we just have one club, we don't have a lot of experience, so will we get selected or not? So as I told it earlier also, that it's not about how many things you have achieved. It's about how much impact your one single event has created over your college or over your community. So you have a lot of time right now. Design the events, understand the problem that your community is facing. Sit with your colleagues, sit with your club students, brainstorm about the event, and brainstorm the problem that students are facing. Then write down that problem and then find a solution, an event that can solve that problem, and start in this way. You still have a lot of time, and once you start doing this now, then I believe that you will understand that getting a tag from any of the organization is actually not that important. Many people are making a huge impact over the community without being GCE, MLS, or GDS or any other thing. It's just a supportive addition. It's just an addition to your name. A lot of people are doing wonders without this name also.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so this podcast has come to an end. Thank you so much, Priyanshi, for coming to this podcast. Do you have any ending note for the audience?
I just wanted to say that believe in yourself and कभी भी questions पूछने से मत थोड़ा hesitate होना. Ask questions. If you feel like कि I don't know how to build this, how to start an event, how to bring a change, or how to figure a problem, sit with your friends. Do not do all this thing alone. Sit with your friends and then discuss over, chai pe charcha types,
Right.
and that can definitely help you, because what I believe is that the great inventions or the great events and the great organizations form by sitting around and talking to your friends, and that's how the idea emerges.
Right. So thank you, Priyanshi. That was it for the podcast. Thank you for joining in.
Thank you so much, Palak, and hope to see a lot of people getting filling the applications from by seeing your video. Bye bye.
Bye. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Please share it with all of your friends, and also do subscribe to the channel for more such amazing content. Also, अगर आपको किसी particular topic पे video चाहिए तो मुझे comment section में बताना. I'll be more than happy to help you out. Till then, take care. Bye bye. I'll meet you in the next video. Bye bye.